Hi there guys, Sam here. I just wanted to go through some of the comments that went through a recent video that I did, which was around, well, it was a letter from Volkswagen about your Mark 8 Golf R order. Yeah, seemed to do really well and got a lot of comments from you guys. And I kind of wanted to go through those and talk them through with everyone being a bit of a community channel. So yeah, let's go through some of these comments and yeah, let's talk these through. So yeah, here you go. Here's what you get to see on YouTube if you didn't know from some of the analytics stuff. But here's the comments that come through. A lot of comments were done on this video. I think it was around 70, which is fantastic. And essentially what the video was about, if you haven't seen it, please check above. It's only 8.5 minutes long. It was a letter from Volkswagen basically saying that there might be a delay due to the semiconductor shortage, which is basically the chips that go into cars, which essentially is the brain to make them move. And that's kind of the main reason. None of this is inherently Volkswagen's fault or anything. It's just a problem with the supply chain. But at the same point, it does result in the customer, which is what I kind of like to focus on, having a delay in something they've put in an awful lot of money to. So yeah, it was worth certainly doing the video, and yeah, you seem to enjoy it. But I like going through the comments and talking them through with you as well. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's see. So yeah, as always, it's a bit of a community channel, so I always kind of say get involved and yeah, and see what you think, and go through the comments yourself as well. You might find something useful, even if it's the only video you ever watch on my channel. You know, I want you to get something out of it, and that's kind of the key. And again, the same with this video. Comment, like, share, subscribe, you know, those kind of things really do help a small channel out. So off the back of this, people commented, and they were quite well, they're basically saying that they've also had delays. So this person just here straight away said, I ordered my Golf R in January and I was told that I would have it in July the 8th. They informed me that it will be sometime in August due to the shortage of the microchips. And that's a big point. And what I was saying was, and I mentioned it actually in yesterday's video, about how potentially, you know, you shouldn't have to, you know, dealers potentially would hold your deposit if you then cancel an order without any sort of justification. Well, if you've ordered a car in January, I presume you may or may not have put down a deposit with your dealer. Not receiving it until August, you know, that is an extremely long time. What, 7-8 months, if I do my maths right? And it might be sometime in August. That's too long, and that's a real shame. If you are getting a Mark 8 Golf R, I would recommend you check out the video above, which was my first drive in that car. It's absolutely fantastic. And if you stay tuned to the channel, I've actually got in touch with a subscriber, and I'm driving his GTI Club Sport. Second time I've driven that car this weekend. So yeah, you'll get a video on that as well. So yeah, just wanted to bring that in. Let's go through the next comment then here. It is what it is. Semiconductor issues is serious with every brand. Everyone in a dealership or a broker want these cars to be delivered, but if they cannot supply the components to the manufacturer, you just have to be patient. Yeah, 100%, you do have to be patient. But there's, for me, the biggest deal for me, and it is kind of like a, you know, the cost of the actual item you're buying, and the fact that, you know, cars depreciate, particularly new cars and stuff like that, and it can cost you guys a lot of money, and that's not great. You know, you're not buying like an item off eBay or an item off Amazon and it's saying it might be 3 months, which cost you, you know, £50 or something like that. You know, you're spending a lot of money, and you're certainly investing in something that, you know, can ultimately affect your livelihood, as I mentioned in yesterday's video as well. So yeah, I agree, you do have to be patient, but life is short. You need a car to get around and doing things, and this is why people are going to and buying used cars, which is why I've been sharing videos most Mondays, actually, to be fair, about why is everyone kind of selling their cars. Is because they're getting a high price for them, essentially, because the demand of used cars goes up, because obviously these cars already have their semiconductor and all the components and stuff like that, so they're readily available and they're working. So yeah, that's a very fair point though. Patience is the key. Next comment here. I've just ordered last week a Mark 8 Golf R and was quoted 9 to 10 months for delivery. At least they were upfront about it and reduced the deposit amount. I also mentioned if it was any later than that, I could cancel my order and my deposit would be returned. Now, this was what the main comment that actually got me to do yesterday's video, where I did a response to this letter. And essentially it got me, yeah, a little bit annoyed for the person. You know, I want, you know, I'm very much all about the customer. I'm all about you guys in the community, the people who are on my channel and, you know, get involved. Because that's a long time. 10 months is a long time. And the fact that they're sort of like, yeah, we'll probably return you a deposit if any later than that. So if you've been waiting a year with someone holding, let's just say, if you've ordered a Mark 8 Golf R at 40 grand, you put down a deposit of, I don't know, let's just say £2,000, they've had your money. You know, that money could be doing something else for you. So yeah, I think that's a shame at a big delay. But yeah, it is just what it is at these times, and I hope that dealerships, and I hope Volkswagen can kind of influence dealerships as well, that this really does affect people. And I keep I keep reiterating this. You guys are the people in power, the people I'm talking to here. You buy these cars, you put your money where your mouth is. You essentially have the control, and I think as a result of that, you're keeping a business going, dealership going, a manufacturer going. So you should be getting you should be getting value out of it. I think waiting 10 months for a car that you're spending £40,000 plus on is too long, personally, particularly in the car world where everything is changing so fast. You look at Teslas and you look at, they do updates every sort of like 6 to 9 months, and it completely changes the whole dynamics and understanding of the car and increases battery life and everything. Same with every car. Everything is just so outdated nowadays. You look at the updates on your phone and stuff. It's just the way the world is. So I think a delay isn't what you want, really. But yeah, great point. And everyone, thank you so much for commenting. Ordered a Mark 8 Golf R 2nd of April, told earliest build week 52, last week in December. Laughing, crying faces there, and I agree, that's a very long time. It's not good. I went into VW on Thursday and tried to order this Club Sport 45 edition. Yeah, I really want to check out that car and see it. If anyone wants to get in touch with me and DM me on Instagram, or drop me an email just from my YouTube, go to the homepage, click on About. I've got an email address there. It'd be really cool to check out that car and see it and potentially test drive it if you'd like me to. And they said the earliest would be March 2022. Wow. Now that car hasn't been out too long, so that's kind of to be expected. But yeah, that's still a very long time. And there's a few comments off the back of those comments. Ouch, I agree. Yes, I'm thinking of cancelling my order. Yeah, I don't blame you. I completely don't blame you. People are saying they immediately cancel their orders. I hope these people who are cancelling their orders do get their deposit back and aren't losing out. Let me know as well in the comments if that's the case. And thanks as always for sharing. Glad I never ordered one. I've got a fully loaded BMW, which 2 other people had their eyes on. Glad I bought it when I did. Yeah, get a used car. That's kind of the way to go on there. Good comes to those that way. I've decided to cancel my order and just bought a GR Yaris. Want to review it? Does that person want me to review it? I'll comment back to that one. I can't work out if they want me to review it. If they do, I'll get back in touch with them. Congratulations on your GR Yaris. Fantastic little car there. 4-wheel drive, tiny little hot hatch. Great stuff. I mean, it's not VW specific issue as we know. Nothing more than to wait, sadly. Yep, completely right. I ordered my R in December, and the current expected delivery is mid-September. Wow, that's a long time. So they ordered it before they kind of were out. Yeah, that's not fair. Same person again. I love people get involved in this channel quite a lot as well, so I really do appreciate the continued support. Ordered December, was ready in June. I think it was around 21st December I ordered it, if I recall. So that's a long time. Should have received my Golf R this week. Been informed it will be build week 33, so I'll be waiting till September now. That's a real shame. Just get a used one for cheaper if you want the spec. Yeah, you can get it used. I've seen some really overpriced Golf Rs for like 52 grand, which I've done videos on in the past, which I thought was just a joke. But yeah, you can. I think I've seen some in sort of like the for list, basically around 38, 39 grand. So it can be done. I ordered my Club Sport back at the end of February and was told it would be built in June. I've now been told I have to wait till week 44. Yeah, agree with the comments there as well. It's just pretty ridiculous, to be honest. And like I said, I understand why it's happening, but it's not fair. There needs to be something done to compensate people looking after these cars. Otherwise, they'll just get bored. They'll move on to something else. And everyone will start realising used cars might be the way to go. So who knows? Can't get decent discounts as a result. Yep. You're paying, you can't walk into a dealership or used car dealership and haggle. You are set with whatever they want. So that's crazy. Yeah, really, really interesting. Only experience I've had of ordering brand new cars in 2006. Took 3 months to arrive. And I thought that was a long time. Yeah, and that was my point that I was saying. I think 3 months is to be expected, wouldn't you say, if you ordered a new car? And I would say 3 months is fair. But let me know if that's maybe ambitious and it depends on a car by car basis. Oh, there's lots of comments, lots and lots of comments. Great stuff. And I have already gone through these, as you can see from my comments, but it's always good to share a little video for you, even if it's for sort of 10, 15 minutes or so. I ordered a Golf R at the end of June, was told around 20 weeks. Haven't heard anything from my dealer. Why? Why do people not? You know what? That really, really, really frustrates me. Really, really bugs me as well, because the only car I bought new was in 2013. I bought a Mark 7 Fiesta ST, and I'll be honest with you. As soon as I picked up that car, they didn't want to know. Dealer didn't want to know. Even the person who sold me the car wasn't really interested. I'd bought a fun hot hatch, and it was after that time I started to realise that you know what they're after. It's a business. They're after it's all profits and margins and stuff, rather than just a nice little car community. So real shame that they're not got in contact with you. Around your order. That, I mean, that comment was 3 days ago. So we're 2nd of August today. So what, 2 months? Not fair at all. I ordered a GTD at the beginning of May 2021. I cancelled the order this week after it being delayed until at least Christmas 2021. As I stupidly already sold my Golf R, I currently have no wheels, so taking... so this is a really good point. I did comment back to that, and this is how it can affect people's livelihood. I know they said I stupidly made and sold my Golf R, my 2020 Mark 7, Mark 7.5, but... if you can't anticipate a car being delayed by so much, and it really does affect people. And I feel for this person, and I've said as well, the Mark 5 GTI is a great car to kind of be batting around with, so don't be too disappointed. And Christmas 2021, really, really hard there. Ordered mine in June, and they told me week 30. I think you kind of get the picture of what a lot of these are. I ordered my Golf R at the start of June, and after seeing this, this was quite good. Emailed the dealership to see if could be any delays. I was told when I first ordered that it would be a lead time around 20 weeks, but they replied to my email saying that scheduled week had last to September, which could change, and they couldn't confirm when it would be delivered. It's not so good. And so this owner basically said they're not in any rush, which is fantastic. But I know there are a lot of people. I know it's not ideal for someone, regardless if you're not in a rush at all. But for those who have to, like I've mentioned before, you've had to get a car that maybe you didn't want to get, and it's just, it's not great. It's not great for people by any means. I cancelled my Golf R and bought an M2 Comp. I've driven that, fantastic car, cracking. Do you think that delay could also affect delivery in North America? It's a global thing with these supply shortages, sadly. One of those. Delays. It's delays with BMWs as well. A lot around GTI Club Sport. I've mentioned, hopefully, fingers crossed, it should all go ahead. I'm driving another GTI Club Sport this week, so I'll share that on the channel. So while you're waiting, hopefully you enjoy more content on this channel, and I can hopefully keep you entertained on that front. Ordered an Arteon R, really great car. As soon as travel restrictions laid up, I will come to Belgium and I will try your Arteon R, because I think it looks stunning, that car. They just, that sort of shooting brake kind of style always looks quite cool. So it was an 8-week delivery time for this person, so 2 months, not too bad on that front. But potentially that was earlier in the year where they could get away with the supply shortage. 6 months here for this person. Wow. It's really hard. Similar situation to over here. Tried to get one on a lease, September, pushing back, looking for another solution. This guy talks a lot of sense. This young guy talks a lot of sense. Thank you so much there. Although I don't feel so young anymore, in my 30s now. But yes, awesome. Next comment. So Club Sport 45, I think just because it's a newer car, the delay is kind of expected. Told to December after being told September. Supply can't meet the demand at all, can it? And it's kind of goes on over and over. And do we have any rights to discounts? This is kind of what I mentioned, and I did share my video, my response letter. I think you should have, you, as I've said before, you're the people in power, you're the people buying these cars. It's you're asking for a product which isn't being supplied. Doesn't matter what the reason is for, to be fundamentally from a business perspective, it's taking its time, and it's a big shame. It's the same kind of comments going through. Thank you so much for all these comments as well. It's brilliant to see. Sadly, obviously, everyone being delayed and stuff is not ideal. Yeah, everyone is just kind of saying the same thing, and hopefully things will change. But I'll kind of keep to keep to the point, and get to the point, mate. You've just waffled on. Found that funny, Derek. Yeah, beginning of December. A lot of people are saying Christmas time. It's like, yeah, you'll get it at Christmas when things will be hopefully happier. Yeah, so many delays, not ideal. But listen, I won't go on too much further there because there's so many comments. But listen, thank you so much for getting involved, and it's a little community channel. I thought I'd share and go through these, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do like these kind of videos, then obviously it will encourage me to do more. And if you share and subscribe, that'll obviously be great as well. But it's all up to you. It's a community channel. Hopefully these videos have helped you out, and future videos will in the future. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys.